In planning for proper training, it takes planning. And what I'm going to share with you is something you can evaluate how it would have application to you personally. If I'm to establish a goal for a certain number of units or a certain amount of gross, where it be new, used, fleet, finance, any area that contributes to the success of the agency, then I've got to make that plan prior to walking in front of my sales organization. A planned sales meeting can be an effective sales meeting. As far as the meeting itself is concerned, I would recommend every person attending that sales meeting that he would have a notepad that he can take notes as a reference. When it comes to retention, psychologists have said that we retain about 12% of what we hear for 24 hours. We can lose 88% of what we hear within 24 hours. Now analyze that for a moment. If I want my salesperson to retain what I'm delivering to him, I want him to take notes. In other words, that 88 and 12% could be accurate, could be inaccurate, but it conveys the concept. Now that 1 point can increase the productivity of your salespeople. Not easy, but we want to be effective. We're not interested in being right, we're interested in being effective. That's the mark of a pro. Have some humor, have some fun. Take out that depression session. That's right. Sometimes a sales meeting, a training meeting, there's a difference between the two. But either one of the two must be educational, motivational, and entertaining. Now let's take educational. How does a point become educational? When you take a situation that you've experienced and you sit down and analyze it. Now that particular experience became an education. Now we're talking about educating a sales force. It could be in a role play in front of a video camera, and let me recommend to you, with management's approval, with the dealer's approval, if permitted, use a video camera to tape some of your own training meetings. Now at the proper time, when convenient, where you can sit down and analyze, what type sales manager am I? Therefore, when I review it, I may see areas I want to critique, things I want to modify and change. Educate is one. Motivate. What is motivation? It comes from the word motive. What is the motive in that salesperson? Again, no one gets up in the morning and comes to work and says, today I'm going to screw up. Nobody says that. They come in to win. Therefore, to be motivated, it's taking the techniques that we're going to discuss with our sales force and applying it in a way that they enjoy it, they see the benefit of it, now they motivate themselves. Motivation to me comes from within. And also, never in any case would I critique or criticize the salesperson to the point he'd feel uncomfortable. Let's evaluate what's the difference between critiquing and criticism. Criticism is when you tell someone they did it wrong and you fail to separate the action from the person. In other words, if you say to your salespeople, hey man, you screwed it up, you did it wrong, that's not what I wanted, hey, you really screwed the deal up. Now see, that person, that salesperson could take that personally. And remember, he wants recognition from you as a sales manager. But don't criticize, because criticism is very difficult for most salespeople to take, especially from you, the boss.